This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Cristiano Ronaldo has announced that he plans to retire from football within 1 to 2 years, confirming that the 2026 World Cup will likely be his final major tournament. Creamline star Gemma Galanza wowed fans with her singing debut at RMA Studio Academy's That's Amore concert at the Aliw Theater. Petro Gazz star Brooke Van Sickle remains upbeat despite a hard-fought 4-set loss to Farm Fresh in the PVL Reinforced Conference. A story by Zeus Valdez. The Dallas Mavericks have parted ways with GM Nico Harrison, marking a new chapter for the franchise following last season's controversial Luka Doncic trade. Philippine Football Federation defends integrity amid fund misuse allegations ahead of 2025 FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup. The two-time UAP record holder and palarong pambansa race walk star Sep Placido joins us live at the BNC studio to talk about her redemption and achievements in athletics. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight. My name is Anton Roxas. Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese star, confirmed that his legendary career is entering its final stage, revealing he plans to retire within 1 to 2 years, with the 2026 World Cup expected to be his last major tournament. At 40, Ronaldo remains a top performer for Al Nassr and Portugal, remaining one of the most productive goal scorers in the game, but admits his time on the pitch is slowly coming to a close. Ronaldo extended his contract with Al Nassr until 2027 earlier this year and is targeting a final World Cup run in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The upcoming tournament, he said, will be his swan song on football's biggest stage. The five-time Ballon d'Or winner reflected on his legendary 25-year career, proud of his 950-plus goals and countless records, now choosing to enjoy every moment left in the game. Off the field, Ronaldo now turns his focus to family, proudly supporting his son, Cristiano Jr., now playing for Portugal's under-16 team, and encouraging his children to succeed in whatever path they choose without pressure. For him, the goal now is simple: to be present, supportive, and a constant source of inspiration. After 2.5 decades of dominance, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League titles, and nearly 1,000 goals, Cristiano Ronaldo's era is nearing its end. But even as the final whistle approaches, he remains the definition of dedication, legacy, and greatness. From the court to the stage and still shining, Creamline Pool Smasher star Jema Galanza swapped her volleyball shoes for a microphone, showcasing her singing talent at RMA Studio Academy's That's More, the Night at the Movies concert held Sunday night at the Aliw Theater in Pasay City. Despite being sidelined by injury in the ongoing PVL Reinforced Conference, Galanza captivated the audience with her confidence, her stage presence, and her powerful vocals, proving that her talent extends well beyond the volleyball court. Her teammates, fans, and friends packed the venue, braving the bad weather brought by Super Typhoon Yuan, just to see her perform live. Videos from the concert quickly circulated online, showing Galanza in a sparkling pink outfit delivering an emotional performance that drew cheers and praise from fans. Known for her energy and charisma on the volleyball court, Gemma brought that same passion to the stage, earning loud applause and admiration from the crowd. For fans who have missed seeing her in action, her performance was a refreshing reminder of her versatility, a glimpse of another side of one of the PVL's most beloved stars. She may be recovering off the court, but Gemma Galanza continues to inspire, proving that whether it's a spike or a song, she knows exactly how to hit all the right notes. Despite the sting of defeat, Petro Gazz import Brooke Van Sickle chose to shine with optimism, proven that her spirit remains unshaken even after the Angels' tough 4-set loss to Farm Fresh in the PVL Reinforced Conference. Here's the story from our sports correspondent, Zeus Valdez.
There is no shortage of positivity from Petro Gazz star Brooke Van Sickle, even after a heartbreaking 4-set loss to Farm Fresh in the PBL Reinforced Conference Tuesday night at the Phil Oil Center in San Juan.
You know, I really thought that we did a really good job fighting. I would say that was probably our biggest fight we've put against so far this season, and I feel like we're starting to finally gel together as a team. Pieces. So I'm really excited to see how it goes for our next games. We're in a do or die situation right now, so we just have to continue to be grateful for playing the sport that we love, and just continue to have fun. We have to not play so stressed, But it is what it is. When you're playing a game with a good team, and it's just by point, anything can happen. So you just got to embrace the stress.
Despite the tough loss, Van Sickle remained upbeat, saying the team did a really good job fighting, calling it their biggest battle so far this season. She added that the Angels are finally starting to gel as they continue their push to stay alive in the conference.
I thought they did a really good job. Their import's really amazing. She's a really awesome player to be able to play against. It was really cool to experience that. So I would just say, going forward, we definitely have to focus more on our serve and pass. I thought Farm Fresh did a really good job with that. And
The American spiker also praised Farm Fresh import Helen Rousseau, who exploded for 31 points, saying it was an awesome experience facing her on the court. Inside the Petro Gazz dugout, Van Sickle said there was a mix of exhaustion and determination, acknowledging that while there are still things to fix, the team is proud of how they fought.
They do a really good job of separating it. I see them every day, and it's funny because I see them every day, but I see them more as when I'm in practice, they're my coaches, and it is what it is. And they definitely hold me to a really high standard of me kind of here and there, which I have to be more receptive to at times, but it can be a little difficult, but it's good. They're really supportive, and I think that they're doing a fantastic job. And there are things that coaches can only do so much at the end of the day, and as players, we just have to step up and continue to have that fighting mentality. And I think today definitely wasn't a step in the right direction, so we just got to keep building on that. But again, it's unpredictable. Everyone's really good. Our next match is going to be a tough one. Capital One's on the roll right now, and they're doing a fantastic job of gelling. So it's just, we gotta keep fighting.
Playing under her parents, coaches Gary and Lisa Van Sickle, the 27-year-old, share how they manage to balance family and professional roles. She said they do a really good job separating it, adding that they've set high standards for her and she just tries to live up to those expectations. As the Angels prepare for their next must-win match against Capital One, Van Sickle stressed the importance of discipline and execution, focusing on small things like serve bats and limiting errors. And despite the pressure, Van Sickle remained grounded, saying it is what it is. Everyone's really good this season, and they just have to keep fighting. From on-court struggles to personal growth, Brooke Van Sickle continues to show grace under pressure, proving that true competitors find strength even in defeat. Reporting for the Scorecard, Zeus Valdez, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
In a stunning move out of Dallas, the Mavericks have fired General Manager Nico Harrison just 9 months after his controversial trade of Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers sent the franchise into turmoil. Team owner Patrick Dumont acknowledged the decision Tuesday, saying it reflects the organization's commitment to building a championship-caliber team. The Mavericks have struggled out of the gate, starting the season at 3-8, a far cry from their NBA Finals run just 2 years ago. In the meantime, Michael Finley and Matt Riccardi have been named co-interim general managers to lead basketball operations. Finley, a 15-year NBA veteran and Mavericks front office mainstay, will work alongside Riccardi, the team's assistant GM. A formal search for Harrison's replacement is already underway. Harrison's dismissal comes less than 24 hours after Dumont was spotted speaking with a fan wearing a gold Lakers Doncic jersey during Monday's loss to the Bucks. A game where "Fire Nico" chants echoed throughout the arena as Dallas blew a 13-point lead in the fourth quarter. A former Nike executive, Harrison was hired in 2021 and immediately led the Mavericks to the Western Conference Finals. But his tenure quickly unraveled after the blockbuster trade that sent Doncic to LA earlier this year, a deal that shocked fans and split the franchise. In return, Dallas acquired Anthony Davis, who has struggled with injuries since arriving, and rookie sensation Cooper Flagg, the top pick of the 2025 draft, who is still finding his footing in the league. In Monday's loss to Milwaukee, Flagg scored the career-high 26 points and grabbed 9 rebounds. Since the Doncic trade, the Mavericks have failed to regain their form, missing the playoffs last season, and now opening this year near the bottom of the Western Conference standings. From the heights of the finals to the chaos of a front office shakeup, the Dallas Mavericks are now in rebuild mode. And as the search begins for a new leader, one question looms large. How long will it take to recover from the trade that changed everything? And now here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever heard of a punch and Judy hitter? In baseball, this term describes a batter who can make contact with the ball, but doesn't have much power behind the swing. They're the type who rely on placement, timing, and finesse, and slapping the ball into play rather than driving it out of the park. A punch and Judy hitter may not light up the scoreboard, but they're masters of small ball, getting on base, advancing runners, and keeping innings alive. In a game obsessed with home runs, sometimes it's the punch and Judy guys who keep the engine running. It's now time for our off-court buzzer. The Philippine Football Federation is defending its name, reasserting its commitment to transparency and accountability amid allegations questioning how it handles public funds and its preparations for the FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup 2025, which the Philippines is set to host. The statement came after former Philippine Azkals player Anton Del Rosario raised concerns online questioning how the funds granted by the Philippine Sports Commission were being used and pointing to the lack of promotional materials and reports of delayed fund approvals. The post has since been deleted, but not before sparking discussion across the football community. In response, the PFF stressed that it handles public funds with utmost diligence, saying all programs and expenditures comply with government regulations and auditing standards. As a beneficiary of PSC support, the Federation said it follows strict internal safeguards and is subject to review by both its own auditors and the PSC's accounting division. The PFF also confirmed that it has engaged a credible independent auditing firm to verify all receipts and disbursements relating to the upcoming World Cup. The organization said the timing of the allegations coming as the local organizing committee finalizes plans for the historic World Cup undermines the hard work of those involved in hosting a world-class event. The PFF thanked the Philippine Sports Commission for its continued support, calling it instrumental in ensuring that the tournament is well prepared and properly funded. The Federation reiterated its commitment to good governance and transparency, saying its priority remains on delivering a successful World Cup and promoting the growth of football and futsal nationwide. Ticket prices, it added, have been made affordable to encourage public participation in the landmark event. From the pitch to public accountability, the controversy puts the PFF under the spotlight, not for its performance on the field, but for its handling of funds off it. And as the countdown to the 2025 FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup continues, all eyes will be watching, both on the game and the governance. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 12th of November. Up next, the Philippines' rising race walk sensation, Sep Placido, who shattered junior national records and turned 2025 into her year of redemption, is rewriting the stride of the sport. Let's get to know more about Sep when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. At just 18 years old, Sep Placido has already turned the tide in Philippine race walk, earning golds, breaking long-standing junior records, and embracing 2025 as her year of redemption. Today, she opens up about discipline, dreams, and the steps that carry her towards the next finish line. Let's welcome to the scorecard, Sep Placido. Sep, good evening. Thank you so much for the time and welcome to BNC.
Yes, thank you po. Good evening.
Exciting times in your life. You're preparing right now for your first ever SEA Games, so that must be very exciting to you. How are things so far from a preparation standpoint?
So far, we're still, of course, we're working on it, and it's very hard then, but I'm very happy about the process and then all the hardships that we're going through. I know that it will be worth it for the SEA Games.
All right, let's talk more about the SEA Games in a bit. But before that, gusto ko muna magsimula in the beginning. Kasi, to be honest, ang race walk is fairly new to me. I think it's only recently that I started reading about it and I started reading about you. Paano ba nagsimula yung journey mo with becoming a race walk athlete?
Actually, it started just after pandemic. I came from running, jumping, pole vaulting, and even doing other disciplines from track and field.
Wow, even pole vaulting?
Yeah,
Okay.
even pole vaulting. Since I don't get that medal din po eh. So, kahit nagte-training ako, parang walang pinupuntahan. So, nung nag-pandemic, I really prayed na if it's for me, give it to me, Lord. Na parang make it happen. And then made something na will make me realize na talagang it's for me. And then, that's when I met my coach. And yun nga po, just after pandemic, nagkaroon ng Batang Pinoy. And then, sakto na naghanap yung team namin for race walking.
Yeah.
And then, my coach said na, try mo, mag-training ka. And then, yun po, that's where it all started at Batang Pinoy 2022 in Vigan.
Wow.
My first national competition, first gold in race walking din.
Okay. So, ano yung moment sa pagiging isang race walk athlete or nung sinubukan mo yung race walk na nag-click na parang, wow, I'm enjoying this. Baka pwede ko nang karirin ito.
I think is yung, nung nagte-training kami, I really don't feel that nahihirapan ako. I just enjoy the process. I just enjoy everything. Parang, I'm so happy to do this. Even if it's a long distance event, I'm enjoying it. So na-enjoy ko din yung company ng mga teammates ko, and especially how my coach motivates me throughout the training.
You know, Sep, reading about you, ang isang bagay na napansin ko, which I feel like was a turning point in your life. 2024, palarong pambansa in Cebu, you thought you had the record, you thought you had the gold, and then all of a sudden, sinabi sa'yo na hold muna. And then obviously, that's very disappointing on your end. It came as a shock. How did you overcome that para sa susunod na palarong pambansa in 2025 sa Ilocos, nakabawi ka naman?
Yeah. I really use that as a fuel. Na parang, I don't have to let this overcome me. Parang hindi dapat to maging malaking epekto sa akin na mapapatigil ako sa sports ko. And of course, it strengthened my faith. And mas na-realize ko na I really have to work hard. Na I have to work for it. I have to work for my next palarong pambansa. And yeah, it happened. Noong 2025, Ilocos Norte palaro.
Now let's talk about the UAAP. You're representing the University of the East, grade 12 right now. You also set some records in the UAAP. Congratulations on that sa UAAP Season 88. Do you feel like na yung goals mo doon and setting the records is the icing on the cake bago ka tumungo sa susunod na kabanata ng buhay mo and of course, your career?
Yes, I think it really is. But for the distance, it's quite different. Pero it's a great opportunity na din for me to be able to represent my school and to give glory then to those people na naniniwala sa akin, to my parents and to God.
And of course, before college, magsi-SEA Games ka muna. But I want to ask about college because in another interview and in some articles, nabanggit mo na dream school mo ang Lasal or Ateneo. Can I ask you, bakit mo naisip na Lasal or Ateneo is the course that you want to take in either of those schools? Why Ateneo or Lasal?
I think because nandun din yung parang hindi siya ganun ka-open na school eh. So, parang gusto ko ding makakapasok. And it's also my dream then to study in Ateneo before. So, I mean, right now, I'm still contemplating which school. Pero, yeah, it's quite of a dream na din.
Okay. What about the course?
Yes, I think yung course, international studies,
International
yung inaahay ko
studies,
to take. But yeah, both schools, meron naman sila.
Okay. Bakit international studies? Anong klaseng trabaho do you envision yourself taking in the future?
I think being an athlete, nagta-travel din kami. So, I really love to travel. I love to explore new things. I like to try new food. So, gusto ko po maging flight attendant. So, gusto ko talagang mag-travel and to explore.
What's your favorite dish?
Oh, mahilig ako sa spicy. Mga spicy
food.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So, sakto na mag-SEA Games, Thailand. So, there are a lot of spicy foods.
That's right. That's right. Anything specific sa spicy food?
No specific naman. Because like, any food naman, I can eat. Pero mas preferred ko din talaga spicy.
Okay. So, before you enjoy all of your spicy food in Thailand, syempre, paghahandaan mo muna yung SEA Games. It's your first SEA Games.
Yeah.
So, how excited are you for this? And, are you training harder than you ever have in your life?
Yes, of course. I'm very excited and grateful na din at the same time. Because I really didn't expect to be part of the delegation. Since qualifying for SEA Games, hindi ko siya in-expect eh. Since nung pumunta kami for Singapore, ang kala ko 10K lang yung lalaruin ko. And then surprisingly, nung a day before the race, 20K daw pala. There's no junior distance. So I was like, hala, paano to, coach? Sabi na lang ng coach ko, sige, laruin mo na lang din. And then I was like, okay, kaya ko na yan, tapang na lang. And surprisingly and thankfully, I was able to qualify for SEA Games after nun. And for the training, of course, it's harder than the usual trainings. A lot of distance, more reps, and endless nights na parang, I want to rest, but I got to do this. I have to show up then.
How good is the Philippines internationally in race walk? Or is there a nation na kilala sa race walk dito sa Southeast Asia?
I think Indonesia, malakas ang
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Yeah,
Okay,
Indonesia and Thailand, malakas sila. But I think, syempre, lalaban yung Pilipinas. Lalaban naman yung delegation namin.
Okay. Well, Sep, quickly, can you give a message to all of your supporters, all of your followers and fans na supportahan ka and to pray for you in the upcoming SEA Games, you're first to represent the Philippines?
Yes, I would like to ask everyone for a prayer, for not just for me, but also for the whole delegation of the Philippines for the Southeast Asian Games. And also, I would like to thank my parents, my family that always supporting me, at sa mga tao, to those youths, those kids na naglo-look up to me, thank you so much. And I will still keep on doing the things that I do to inspire others.
So there you go, our young Philippine race walk queen, Sep Placido, here on the Scorecard. Sep, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the stories of inspiration, and of course, best of luck sa SEA Games.
Thank you.
Up next, the Lakers head to Oklahoma City for a showdown with the league-leading Thunder. Can Luka Doncic keep LA rolling without LeBron? Will we break down, or we will break down, to what to expect when SGA and the Thunder put their streak on the line? Stay tuned, and remember, keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Yes, the NBA season is still young, but this one's already a big test. The Los Angeles Lakers are sitting fourth in the West with an 8-3 record. The Oklahoma City Thunder with a blazing 11-1 record. They're at the very top. The game tips off in OKC, and the Thunder are riding major momentum and home court energy for the Lakers. This is a measuring stick moment. They've looked good early, but now they face the Western Conference gold standard. In short, the Thunder is the bar. The Lakers are trying to prove that they belong. So let's take a look at who's stepping up in this one. This is a guard matchup you don't want to miss. Luka Doncic is averaging near triple-double numbers this season. 37 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. The Slovenian superstar is the undisputed leader of the squad with LeBron still out. He's been sensational to start the year, but this will be his toughest task yet, leading the Lakers against one of the best defensive units in basketball. Reigning MVP, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is still leading by example with 33 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. With J-Dub, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, and Kendrick Williams out, SGA might need to carry this one out for the Thunder. Now, how might this one go? Without LeBron, the Lakers face an uphill climb, especially against one of the deepest and most confident teams in the league. The Thunder have youth, rhythm, and home court energy on their side. But if Luka Doncic catches fire, if Reeves finds a stroke, and if the Lakers' defense keeps SGA from taking over, this could still go down to the wire. Now, if the Lakers win, it's a massive confidence boost. If they fall short, they'll at least know exactly where they stand among the elite. Now, here's your matchup breakdown for tomorrow. Before we go, think on this. This is from two-time FIFA Women's Champion Mia Hamm. Celebrate what you've accomplished, but raise the bar a little higher each time you succeed. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.